I don't think anyone in their medical career has probably ever met anyone as modest as my husband was. The team at Arkansas Hospice Searcy was so very considerate of that, and everything that they did for him in those weeks was to protect him, even his pride and his dignity, and the consideration that they showed before that they made the decisions for his care. And every day that Michelle Lindsey, his CNA, came into our home, she and JB had some sort of commentary going on. And either she owed him $1 or he owed her $1. And it truly made JB laugh daily. And once Nurse Keelie would arrive to the home, JB would declare that Keelie gets $1.30. And then Melissa would jokingly say, $1.30? I'm here every day. And then JB would say with a grin, he'd say, well, today you only get 97 cents. And the time that we had together as a hospice family and as a hospice team, although short, could not have been better than it was. There was never a day when a single soul who entered our home, no matter the situation they were walking into, was not smiling. They did anything they could for JB, and they also continued to check on my needs. And these individuals breathed joy into our home during the hardest weeks of our lives. But then there was the day of our 58th wedding anniversary. This is where I'm going to get choked up. The days were getting long for JB. He was getting weaker. He slept a lot, and conversations were becoming fewer. His favorite color was yellow, and on that day, I wore a yellow shirt for him. I pulled out our old wedding album, I scooted a chair next to his bed, and began flipping through it in hopes that JB could feel that he was a part of our 58-year celebration too. And then there was a knock at the door. And to my surprise, it was our hospice team, walking in with flowers, balloons, a hot dog from Sonic, which was his favorite, a taco from Taco Bell, which was my favorite. And to my surprise, my eyes were drawn to the flowers. And wouldn't you know it, the vase was full of yellow roses. And then I said, how did you know that that was his favorite color? And our hospice team said to me, we didn't. 58 years is a very long time to be with someone, and knowing that our days together were coming to an end, this act of love will mean more to me than they will ever know. So today, our family would like to nominate our end-of-life care team for the exceptional care of our patriarch, J.B. Threet, for the prestigious Willow Award. We would like to nominate Michelle Lindsey, CNA. Is Michelle with us? Michelle, come join me. Also, April Ash, social work. Nick Shimer, chaplain. Keelie Sullivan, RN. And Jacob Medler, RN. And I'd like to ask Ms. Threet, if you're comfortable, if you want to come forward and your daughter, if you all will come forward and be with them. But it's okay if not. Okay, all right. Hey, you're in the safest room in Central Arkansas right now. We understand. No, to you five, thank you. On behalf of the family, on behalf of other families in Central Arkansas, on behalf of Smith Family Funeral Homes and Tipton and Hearst, thank you for the exceptional work that you all do on a daily basis with grieving families. You are paving the way and making the difference. So congratulations to you. Don't go anywhere because we want to present to you, but I don't want to break you guys up. But congratulations to you guys. Thank you.
One of the things that we love so much about this program, and you're going to have to bear with me, I'm a crier. And so when I think about end-of-life care, it really touches my heart, not only because I've seen it over the years in this industry and in the services I've been a part of, But I have family that's heavily involved in this. In fact, my whole family is involved in one way or another, from my sister, as an example, is the director of nurses at a hospice organization in Louisiana. My mother retired from a nursing home. One of my sister-in-laws has been involved in hospice care and end-of-life care, and I could go on and on through the list. I have a daughter-in-law that was involved in pediatric oncology and things to that nature. So with that being said, it's a special honor for us to be a part of this. And I want to share with you just a little bit from my heart about what I see the Willow Award as and why it's even called that. And Jody will speak more to that. But we all know that in storms, trees can bend and many break. And we quite often call the oak tree one of the strongest trees, but what a lot of people don't realize is even in a storm, an oak tree can not only bend, but it can break. But if you've ever watched a willow tree, the power of the storm comes just like it does in the service that you provide for families every day, and I'm about to cry talking about it. But in your provision for those families, you go through the storms with them, and I know that you do. And you bend, and you bend, and you bend, but you actually never break. And then when the storm is over and you've been there for the families and you've been there with the families, and the tree begins to rise again, then you go back through that same story over and over and over again. You're really what we call the silent heroes that exist, because you're that last line of defense, and you're those people that does the little things for families. I have a stepfather, I call him my other dad, who's in hospice care now. And it's just amazing what you guys do on a daily basis. You bend, and you bend, but you never break. And you're able to live those stories over and over and over. So it's an honor for us to be able to have the privilege of being able to honor those silent heroes that actually go through the storms and rise again, only to go through another storm. So we thank you very much for who you are. I am crying now. We thank you very much for what you do. And I know the families that you serve appreciate you more than you probably will ever know.
We have, I want to start with Howard. Of course, Howard has got an arrangement for your office as a thank you from Tipton and Hearst. We have the Willow Award itself that will sit here in the office that has your names on it. The Willow Award itself is made by James Hayes. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Arkansas glass artist that world-renowned, and we have the privilege of having him here in Arkansas, but he commissions the Willow Award for us. But something that's so small yet so mighty is that we have Willow Award lapel pins for each of you. We know and we recognize in the world of healthcare, I don't know if all of y'all can see it, in the world of healthcare, pins are important. It's important to, of course, recognize the work that you're doing, but for patients and families, when we see someone with a lapel pin, we want to know, what did you do? What did you do to receive that lapel pin? And I don't know if you all are familiar with Daisy Award, but this is kind of like a Daisy Award, except it's Arkansas based, and it's specifically for end-of-life care. So we ask you can put this on your lanyard, wear it proud, and if a family asks you, what is that? Maybe you can share the story of JB and his family, or maybe you can say that you just love what you do, and I guarantee that a grieving family is going to understand that.